A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is.
Evil,
Knievel.
not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
That might have been too much, man. You're cheating and making me laugh.
Oh
during the
boy!
intro.
Here's the thing.
See, this is why we need a camera so they can see your rubbing your nipples and making me laugh during the intro.
Now you made it dirty. I was making it loving, and now you said nipples already.
Oh,
in the show.
so that it's yeah. I'm the blame here, right? Okay, I get it.
Does the end of the intro always start to get that?
Ugh.
It was it's big.
It's like
sexy
showtime.
at
It's
the
like-
end there.
It's like you're standing on stage in the dark and then they hit the lights.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was very
it's
aroused by that.
fucking
and
go time.
Yeah, that's cool. Welcome to A Little Independent Podcast, the show where friends talk about independent, obscure, and just plain weird movies. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
That was perfect. The timbre.
Then,
Yeah, it
like
felt
chopping
good.
down a tree.
It felt good.
Timber
Chopping down a tree. Chopping down a tray.
at the side
Chopping
of my
down a-
hand.
You know, that brilliant comedian, by the way, real weird non sequitur, but
I was
Dana
going Jimi
Carvey.
Hendrix somewhere with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
We'll-
all cobwebs.
We'll
and-
get our
and-
Menzies in sync. It's been a minute. We'll get it out of the way. The proverbial
Get that elephant out of this fucking room.
All right, it's been a while, and I feel great about that because you said that there could be some nuance to our approach to this. There could be some kind of unsteadiness that will be
A
charming.
little freshness.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Little
and we
cool
already
in the game.
and I already blew take one, so I blew you, Todd, and I'm sorry.
right
did
out
it.
the gate.
We did it.
It's just how we get
Can
ready
I-
for the show.
Can I please, I guess, butter your bread once again for the audience and brag about you, if I may?
What? What'd I do?
About how I was trying to be very clever with this movie and do a blind date. And you did the most wonderful of things in that you pulled the rug out from off my crotch.
Yeah.
And
I know, and you're being. I know it's upsetting, but you're giving it to like, well, bless you, instead of the fuck you, I'm getting the bless you part.
But you did something that was so great because I read a movie and went, that's batshit. Who would ever watch that? And your brain went, we're going to. And hopefully others who listen to the show have watched the movie Punch
Our
because
last episode.
we
yeah.
just talked about it in the kitchen. I want to watch that movie again. And it was just fucking cool. Everything about it. It was really, really cool. And I'm glad that our blind dates have been going well.
Yeah, we've each gone on 2 now. This is number 2 for you.
Right. So that being said,
But I took cuts. I get it.
well, again, bravo for doing a really douchey and wonderfully artistic thing. So you lose points as a friend, but
it's
as a podcaster,
it's Sarah Lynn's fault.
Bravo.
That's why I did that. I think I explained that, right?
not a creep.
Did I?
No, yes, you did.
No, just
and
not a fanboy.
Her cease and
Just
desist
a-
have continued to arrive. So please avert your gaze. Anyway, so I know that I talked about this movie for a bit now.
Yeah.
To be able to watch it was a more traditional path.
Well, how often do people physically buy their blind dates and hold them in their hand and keep them chained?
You love that one, right? Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo, my friend. That was glorious. So this is a really good point.
Wasn't that in Taken? Like,
you do have a particularly unique set of skills. You have a huge set of balls.
And who says it best?
Well, sometimes
who says it?
Sometimes the British say it best. I
Yeah. The British say it better?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
The British are tired.
One more time.
The British are tired of themselves hearing bulls.
And how do
All right, I'll try it. I'll try it. Bulls.
No,
We were reminiscing.
give me the real one.
Balls.
Nice. Nice. So I'm really excited, right? Are you done shooting me my glories? Can I send you yours?
I want to walk out of here and watch Punch immediately, and thank you for that. But that being said, how well or horribly have I served you in giving you this particular blind date in the film Liquid Sky?
Oh, just complete craziness. But okay, so would you have picked this movie to do if it wasn't a blind date and you had watched it?
1,000,000,000,000%.
Okay.
I feel like this is the movie.
That's a lot of people.
This is why we
do what we do.
This. This should be our penultimate film. And again,
well, it does meet the 3 criteria in to the nth degree.
In so many ways. And full disclosure, for everybody again, and thank you for listening. We have not talked about this movie since, and it's been really difficult because to break down some typical gender stereotypes, we do talk about things other than movies. And so we found it particularly hard at times to not talk about this one. And I think that that's fun because I've been dying to know what this movie may have done to you, to your butt.
Yeah.
How did it make your butt feel?
Well, the first time through, I renamed the movie.
You did?
And I wrote down what I named it.
You noted
when
something
I just watched it
down?
the first time.
Okay.
I wrote. I get my notes.
Yeah.
I have a thing with notes.
Hello. Say hello to my little friend.
I don't think you have to remind anybody of that.
Can you hear the pages shuffling? All right. So this movie is Neon Acid Trip.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of fucking neon in this movie. Neon everywhere. And then I first went through it and I'm like, this is just an acid trip. This whole movie is just somebody on an acid trip. And then I read the description of the movie, on IMDb, which you usually do, but I read it and then it explained it. And I'm like, oh, that's what they were doing? Because the first time I was completely lost. I didn't get it. It just looked like some neon acid trip to me.
Well,
so there it is.
I feel like you're giving softness in that response. You're giving some humor in that because some could probably be offended by this movie. And I tossed this one to you not knowing how kind of rough it is. It's a rough watch. I mean, there's some really
it's a blind date, so
terrible behavior by Ben. The early 80s were a difficult time. But I find that I'm really drawn to this movie. I fucking love it. And Anne Carlisle's performance may be the best performance in the history of cinema in this movie. All right. So as we said, the film is called Liquid Sky, official release year 1982. And I will not ask you, Todd, if you had heard of the movie before, because we disclosed it's a blind date. So here is the description via IMDb. And I want to know if you, Todd, if you had just kind of sallied forth and found this in the wild, would you watch this film?
You're being lawyerly.
Here we go.
If you, Todd,
do take this.
Take this blind date.
So if you saw it out in the wild, a small heroin-seeking UFO lands on a Manhattan roof, observes a bizarre drug-addicted fashion model, and sucks endorphins from her sexual encounters' brains.
Did that help me understand the movie?
What I just did?
That's what I read. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it was doing? Because, it was my first time through, I was very confused.
And if the listeners who know anything about Todd, I want to ask you, since you're here, what are the buzzwords in that description that really light you up?
UFO.
Okay.
Heroin seeking.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize, took me 2.5 times through it to realize there's fucking heroin behind that mask. And that's how the movie starts. With it zooming in on the mask and the energy ball, blah, blah, blah. We'll
Brilliantly. Yeah. Brilliantly opens.
Yeah. Well, it all made sense. Thank God I had to read the description because I was lost the first time.
This was a little bit like the movie I Come in Peace.
I thought it was like the Beatles made a left turn on, the acid highway.
So you would see something like 1982. And I don't want to say this is you back around that time. Let's say you recently were to see this 1982 UFO bizarre sucks endorphins. You would be at least mildly interested from that.
Yeah,
if I
wanted to see something weird, yeah. Because in '82, I'm watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which is slightly different than this.
And what's really unique about this movie is, the Blu-ray via Vinegar Syndrome, which is a company I've since looked into and I love. The extras are great, and the documentaries and all the extras are fucking fantastic. And the fact that this movie predated the official rollout, as it were, awful rollout of the AIDS scare. This was early. It wasn't even articulated yet, and you hear that in the movie. You hear that in the in what they're talking about.
Well, they're sharing needles in one scene, and you're like, oh, but this was before AIDS hadn't even happened yet.
Right. You're just want to just scream through the screen like, please stop.
Mid to late 80s.
Everything, please. And they even allude to friends getting sick, and it's like, so it's a hard watch. I will say that. And it's, I love every second of this movie. I think it's so cool. It is billed as a sci-fi thriller.
There's some comedy in this. I laughed a few times. There's some serious comedy.
I honestly,
when mommy goes, are you German? Yes, I'm German. I'm from Berlin. She goes, and she with the straightest face, she goes, I'm Jewish, and then just leaves that hanging there. And and you're just like, oh my God. And then she just goes on to keep seducing him. It's like, what?
Talk about
that's funny shit.
You know what? Brilliantly articulated, because their whole arc, the drunker and hornier she gets. Yeah. I am like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, she orders more shrimp than the freaking Forrest Gump can catch.
There's a story about shrimp for sure. So you would add comedy, and I would too. And I guess
yes, I would add comedy.
That would maybe preclude the very serious sci-fi enthusiast who's like, no, I do not like any humor. But I think that would broaden the audience for sure.
Well, what about Firefly? It's full of comedy,
right? Well, even
and that's a serious sci-fi, wouldn't you say? I mean, there's a lot of sci-fi.
Oh yeah, but
Star Trek has comedy in it.
I don't know that it was originally billed that way.
Okay.
Look at the humor in the first interracial kiss. We need to progress more. Anyway,
you ought to hit that.
I am going to
peanut butter button.
I'm going to begin as we do with the actors as they are listed, and I do have this cool Blu-ray in front of us.
And I intentionally limited my researching, because I knew you had the Blu-ray with the extra features, I wanted to learn from you and
we're going to
enjoy this.
I'm going to try to be as to the point. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I recommend people, if you have the inclination and the ability to do so, get the Blu-ray. It wasn't super expensive, but I hear it's kind of hard to find. But Vinegar Syndrome is its whole other podcast, I'm sure, but it's got a physical location, and they are just kind of up our alley. All, the movies they do and support and restore are, all indie, strange, and weird.
So what is that? Vinegar Syndrome is a podcast, or is it?
Nope, don't want to get into that. Anyway, we can offline about that. See, we're learning already.
You don't want to promote it?
Hastily. I just did, for sure. Twice.
Google will tell you everything you need to know,
and
right?
Don't accidentally Google vinegar strokes unless you are a fan of the League, which you should be. Anyway, this movie stars Anne Carlisle as Margaret / Jimmy. Had you seen the lead actor in anything before? And I love the fact that we have a very zeitgeisty thing to say.
Well, yes.
Beside what we've discussed in earnest, had
You
you
know-
ever seen her or recognized her in anything before?
I mean,
You're taking
the
too
really
long to
big
say
knife, the really big knife movie. Yes. I mean, I
no.
could
So
totally tell
you
that
recognize, like,
you totally
you were like,
tell that
oh,
that's her.
Anne Carlisle of Crocodile Dundee fame.
No,
when
not
you
like
heard of-
not like that.
Okay, so say no.
But when
You
I
should say no.
just that's Nancy Reagan. Just say no. We're in sync with the 1982. Say no to
Now
drugs.
I'm thinking about the Genesis.
Just
video.
say
Anyway,
no.
that's a terrible rabbit hole. So Anne Carlisle
What?
stars as Margaret Jimmy, and I believe what I just said is a spoiler. If you are watching the film,
Yep. The
correct?
first time through, I was like,
because
Is that the same person?
It's revealed officially in the credits, right?
yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Cool. So
And an IMDb cast.
we'll note. Oh, good point. We'll note that we feature a spoiler in this episode, but it is officially her.
Our whole podcast is a spoiler. We break the movie down from beginning to end. I think.
I'm just feeling as the lunchroom comes together, I'm feeling more professional. You know, like my lawyer's in the closet. By the way,
I know.
We'll
like,
discuss. We'll talk later.
you're. I don't know.
Anyway, first feature film. This was her first feature film after she shot her own Super 8 film called Fish, and it's a very small.
And she's
film.
got a writing credit.
Yeah, she does. She was also in a movie that I was very, maybe embarrassingly obsessed with at the time. She was in a movie called Desperately Seeking Susan. Do you remember that?
Didn't we have that in another one?
That movie came up?
Yeah,
I think
we did, but we're
possibly. I am a fan of
It's
a
way too
lot
hard
of
to remember
a
that.
lot of Madonna's acting work, to be honest.
especially in James Bond.
Yeah.
It's your fave.
She is in a movie called Perfect Strangers in 1984, which looks actually kind of fun. Side note, it predates the TV show Perfect Strangers by a couple of years. But the big, I think her big credit is that Anne Carlisle is in Crocodile Dundee. And not only is she in Crocodile Dundee, she's in a very, well-noted scene.
Yes, and her face is recognized. I mean, when you see her in this, you're like, oh
You
yeah,
sure
that is the
do.
same. That
It's really shocking to
the
me
Sheila.
because I watched the movie recently.
Are we telling the scene?
Well, yeah. She played her official name is Gwendolyn, and anybody who's seen Crocodile Dundee remembers when he goes into the bar and starts flirting with a guy who's dressed up as a girl.
And the taxi cab driver is just so
keeps
brilliant
telling,
in that. He's
like,
like,
it's a guy dressed up as a girl.
girl.
And he's thick as a brick, and he goes ahead and grabs the crotch area, and there's a reaction shot and the whole deal. But I think it's so ironic that iconic scene where you suppose it maybe was a man was actually played by a woman.
Yeah.
And again, I think she's fucking brilliant in this. I am so drawn to the performance. Jess commented a ton on the look of this movie. You talked about it. I think the makeup work, the way the scenes, some of them are crafted, the clothing is fucking awesome. Like in an 80s and time capsule way, but you can fucking smell this movie. Like you can smell that apartment.
It's filmed in 82. You're there. It's in 82 and it's on film. So it's
and a little bit of kind of gangster style in a way. We'll get to that. But I think it's really, really super cool that she hasn't done a bunch, but she really is just kind of transcendent in this movie, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm so drawn to her. Second build, and on that note, is one of the most amazing performances I've ever seen. Paula Shepherd as Adrian. Have you ever seen her in anything before?
She's the one actor I looked up.
Yeah.
Of all this.
Yeah.
And only 2 credits.
Yeah. This and Alice Sweet Alice in
Which
1976.
She played a teenager, but at age of 19.
Yeah.
That sounds like she stabs her stepsister. It's like a weird horror movie.
Yeah.
Or her sister.
Again, watch this movie and watch what this actor does. I've never seen anything like it. She is so good in this and so disturbing and demented.
Yes.
The shots are so close.
And it's really hard to get her to blink.
Yeah. And in some of the,
there's hardly any blinking.
Well, man, she's got you beat, Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler. It's, and I didn't even really note that too much, but I did note, how, because of the style of filmmaking, it's just a lot of close-ups and how stressful that is and how like your acting is showing has to, if it's either really good or bad. Yeah. And again, this is a really fucking weird movie. And I don't know. And hopefully at the end of this, we'll figure it out. How weird is it? And what is the, where does it fit? If at all.
The music is bizarre. I told you, Neon Acid Trip. That's
all right. Adrian and Paula Shepherd, I'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you. Your performance is transcendent.
She did 2 credits and then she moved to Seattle, got married, had children, and did the whole family thing.
Yeah, that's totally possible as well. Third build, Susan Dukas, I believe, and I may pronounce some names incorrectly. Dukas as Sylvia, a.k.a.
Mommy?
The horniest woman in the world. That must be what she puts on her hair to puff it up.
But wasn't it hilarious that they made her Michael's mom? At the dinner, at the lunch.
Jimmy's mom. Yeah.
Who's Michael?
I'm not really sure.
Who the fuck is Michael?
I'm really not sure. We're going to figure this out. Again, I'm going to be sketchy on names. This is going to be a sketchy episode. If you like the ones, everybody, where we're kind of fucking it up.
Jimmy and Margaret.
Margaret and Jimmy.
Margaret and Jimmy.
Yeah, I know.
But
again, her acting in this is absolutely profound. I love this actor.
She's in my humble opinion, she's the best actor in the movie.
And there again, there are definitely
she seems
levels of acting.
Like they pulled her out of a New York, the New York theater scene, to do the movie. Like she's got the chops.
Not a lot. I mean, not a ton of credits. Her first movie was called Believe in Me in 1971 with Jacqueline Bisset, which is actually pretty cool. I know, right? And she is in a movie I noted very interestingly. And this actor never surprises me at what he's in and who he's in it with. And I'll say that. But she's in a movie called Crush Proof with Bo Diddley and Dennis Hopper.
Bo Diddley, the guitar player?
Yes. Dennis Hopper's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
At a certain point in time.
Will there be drugs?
Well, again, that may or may not. But
but that's the line in this movie too.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Everybody loves.
Go to the photo shoot. Will there be drugs? Yes.
So
okay.
I'll be there. No lewds. Fuck you, loser. And her last film.
I'm like coke, not lewds. What are you gonna do? Shove it down my throat?
So many attacks in this. I don't like that.
It's very rapey movie.
Very, yes. And Susan's last film was called Mo in 2007. Next build, I think really the MVP of this movie is Otto.
Von Kleist Spiegel Lufthausen?
What?
Was I close?
That fella.
The big German
dude.
What?
I'm going to just listen back to that and have a lot of fun with what you just did there. But I may not do any better. Otto von Werner as Johann.
I like my name better.
It was very much more fun to say, I'm sure.
Klaus.
Your throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So had you seen?
He's trying very hard to be a astrophysicist. And speak proper English
with his bag,
because you can hear him fighting. German's his first language, and he's fighting very hard.
He's from Kansas.
Is he really?
No.
I just shot that down. No. You can hear it, and he's like, he's really concentrating to make sure his English is right.
He's just gonna pause whenever he wants to pause. He's gonna stop in the middle and keep rolling. Yeah. Okay, I got it, and I will fucking get this anyway. Johann, first film was this one, and he actually worked again. Sorry, that's mean. But he notably was also in the previously noted Perfect Strangers with Anne Carlisle. So this person.
There's the contact.
Well, I don't know if they have anything to do with each other, but I thought that was really, really fascinating.
There are no coincidences in life.
And Otto's last film, and he's credited appropriately. I'll just say this.
Otto.
Mhm.
His first name is Otto.
Yeah, Otto von Werner is Johann. The
I
person who you just
Yeah, I
racistly
slept-
choked over.
How is doing
You
an
choked on him.
accent racist?
Anyway.
I don't get this. What world are we in?
It's not that kind of show, buddy.
Let's go.
His last film, speaking of racism, look at his name. I think his thesis, Third Reich member 3 or something. He's in The Package with Gene Hackman and Tommy Lee Jones in a small role.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, but those are
That's
big
fun.
guns right there.
it's fun. I mean, it's a small role, but again,
Hackman and Jones.
Otto gets to say that I've been in some cool stuff, and that's really cool. Next build is, I guess the most ironic thing I'm going to say is Bob Brady as Owen. He was the professor. Had you ever seen him in anything?
I saw his butt.
You did see his dead, naked butt.
Playing dead.
You
His
look
butt
like,
was
you look
playing
like
dead.
a hooker.
And then your favorite girl sat on his face.
Would you believe
True. I'm not making this up.
transcendent performance? I unbelievable. Would you believe that this individual, Bob Brady, is an acting coach?
He was in the movie.
Correct.
You mean in real life?
That is correct.
I don't believe you. I think you're fucking with me.
I'm looking in your eyes.
Give me those baby browns. Here's my baby blues coming at you. We have no camera on,
he's,
so they don't
he's
get
an
to...
acting coach. And he's
in New York?
at the time, and he's one of the reasons why a lot of these people got together. He knew Anne, and a lot of these the background.
So he brought mommy
we're
in.
in this
I bet you he brought
collective.
mommy
Yeah,
in.
and it's wild that he's so bad in this movie. It's staggering. His acting is so shitty objectively.
I'm glad this was filmed in
I'm like,
82.
was he cut on
40
purpose to look so bad?
Well, you can't ruin his career now because this was 43 years ago. So, like our podcast would ruin somebody's career, right? Get down off your perch.
But he's acted in other things. His first film was called OK Bill in 1971, about a stockbroker turned a motorcycle hippie type of thing. So a little Easy Rider ahead of it, which is kind of fun. And his last film, Bob Brady's last film, was called When Pigs Fly. When Pigs Fry. That's called Bacon. When Pigs Fly with Alfred Molina. So that's pretty cool that he got to be in something with
Wasn't there a song
Alfred
When
Molina.
Doves Fry?
When Doves Fry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought something like that.
We heard it in San Francisco a lot. And interestingly enough, Bob Brady also worked in the biz. And I thought it was kind of cool. He was an editor. He was a film editor. And he was editor on Superfly TNT. And two, culturally, very...
What is that?
Superfly?
Is it a
movies?
TV show?
Anyway, we're going to talk after. And he's in he edited two really, really important cultural movies for me. He edited Beat Street, which is a breakdancing movie, and Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, which was the first Nightmare on Elm Street I saw in the theater and was very scary and has what is arguably a Scream king.
Yeah. Which
in the
one was
lead
Hope
role.
Marie in?
4.
They should have yelled 2.
Yeah. So anyway, I noted that was pretty cool. So Bob Brady in the business, and this film.
So he's an acting coach,
Yeah.
an editor with credits
Yeah.
in movies with editing,
Right.
and he plays an acting coach in this movie. And you're telling me he's the most awful ever. I didn't think it was.
I did make
that.
that statement, and you just let my ass hang out the window. But
Well, his ass is hanging out the bed.
I wonder if it was a butt double. Did they do? No, nobody had money for that. Or I bet anybody would be like, "I'll put my ass on there and pay me in a line of Coke."
He's probably proud of his ass. It was,
Yeah. Again, he really cool person, and had this, and you feel it's of the time. This group of people in New York, and they are acting and they're doing cool shit. And here comes this guy who had got $1 million deal. It fell down. He had 500,000 of it, and decides to guerrilla style shoot a movie in New York.
Oh,
Pretty neat,
So that's Slava's backstory.
Yeah. Written by Slava Stukerman. Hopefully, I am pronouncing that right. Anne Carlisle and Susan Dukas. So Susan is credited as a writer as well.
Who's that?
That's mom, Sylvia. So she's credited as a writer, and I want because you said that she was kind of maybe the most schooled or she's
the best, and so, I think maybe this guy brought everybody together,
and she was maybe improvising and helping Otto along, and that's like, all right, you're getting writing credit.
Yeah, but the way she delivered her straight comedy was just it was very it was very schooled. It was very experienced.
Yeah,
like I'm like she's
well. And the quick story is that it's he and his wife wanted to write this movie. His wife was writing a movie, and she actually plays the director of the photo shoot at the end, the Russian woman. And so the
redhead,
yeah,
that she calls Legs,
yeah. No, that's the journalist, but the one like directing with that heavy Russian accent, that's his wife, and also, so it was kind of her story that originated this, and she was writing a sci-fi story about a woman who couldn't reach orgasm, and it was this really kind of deep and philosophical, kind of sci-fi film.
Well, technically, Sylvia couldn't either.
In
this movie, because he keeps
that's
walking away.
Slava's movie fell apart, and he joined his idea with hers.
But I love the way they, toyed with that whole thing. You're the first man ever to leave me before dinner.
Yeah,
before dinner.
Yeah. And so
before dinner's over, dinner meaning sex.
The writing with Anne Carlisle and probably also with Susan, and it's shown in the documentary, was necessary because his wife was having translation troubles and didn't know really the verbiage of the culture.
Yeah.
So a lot of Anne's lines were hers, like it's her words, her voice.
Yeah.
And whenever the documentary was done, and I think it's recent, she looks fucking cool, like badass, and just was like the epitome of going for it at every turn with this. And, and that was her lifestyle, her look.
Well, think about $500,000 in 82.
Yeah.
It's several million.
But unpermitted.
Gorilla.
Oh, yeah. Really interesting.
Like that roof. Like, oh, well, hey, don't let anybody come up the stairs.
So Slava's done some other things. This was his first film directed. He also directed this. He also wrote and directed a movie called Stalin's Wife in 2004, a documentary of Stalin's second wife, and a movie called Perestroika.
That's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Stalin's second wife,
yeah.
A full documentary.
Yeah. And then a film called Perestroika in 2009 with F. Murray Abraham and Ali Sheedy.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun. That's one of those movies where you're like, oh, interesting. Perestroika 2009. F. Murray Abraham.
Ali's the one in War Games, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that's,
I like
sounds
her.
kind of fun. All right. 1 hour and 52 minutes.
And it's 1:43 on YouTube for those that have to watch the edited version like I did.
All right. So
I got to see it once on the Blu-ray.
How did you feel?
And then he took it back. He did a flying round kick tackle thing. No, what was the sidekick choke out? I'm trying to remember from
going back to
Alice Creed.
Yeah. We talk about that a lot.
The sidekick.
Side note, you talk about that a lot.
It was very unique.
It's like a place that you can get lost and like you never come back from.
It was very unique. It's not working. It was very unique.
Yeah. All right. So 1 hour and 52 minutes. Do you feel like the runtime was arduous? Was it too long? There's a lot of stuff in this movie.
I don't know. I don't feel like anybody's going to watch this movie sober or not high. So I don't think the time thing matters.
All right. We're going to get this out of the way.
Except me.
A bunch of our movies, actually, the reviews, a lot of them have to do with the only way you can enjoy this movie is with drugs. And How many?
So I sound
but
like one of those droning
and
idiots.
sorry if it comes across that way, but like I think that's happened to a few of our movies where like, or maybe it's just because those are the reviews I choose. That could be on me. But there's a consistency.
Or the movies.
There's a consistency among the reviews. Like you can only enjoy this with drugs. Probably says more about us than that. All right. If this isn't a tagline for our show,
or
somebody please make this T-shirt. And I'm kind of priming you a little bit, but the tagline.
When you picked this movie, you didn't know any of this. It's a blind date. You didn't know the
Correct.
tagline. And it turns out the tagline is like perfect for our show.
All right.
I'm ready.
No,
I'm excited.
Now it's built too much.
No,
so take your expectations down.
No, you don't take it down. Right. I don't want to go in half chubbed.
Here's the tagline, and as we do with the show, rank it as you would.
Okay.
Strange aliens having bizarre orgasms.
No. Completely fucking wrong. Did they even watch the movie?
Well, we've talked about that a few times. That
you don't. For one, you never see an alien. Two, they're taking the endorphins from the orgasm as a drug.
No.
None of that makes sense.
Well, and again, there could be some translation challenges, some generational translation challenges. Okay. The punk language is culture is used a lot. Or
just the interpretation of what was going on.
Okay. This one, right. Though, like I know we can chalk up marketing or whatever, taglines. But for this one, I'd be genuinely interested to know where it came from.
So this is the tagline for our show. Read it again. Or get something about
No, I said they should have a T-shirt. It's a good T-shirt, for strange aliens having bizarre orgasms.
Yeah, instead of independent, weird,
that was
just plain much. Weird. We should change it to that.
Yeah, that was a little much. I'm sorry. I apologize. I got swallowed into a hole.
You backed off when I built it up so much. New York ate them. Oh,
I kind of got swallowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark this time on your calendars. That was the moment I have waited 72 movies for.
Got swallowed.
72. Well, if you drop the 3, episode 3, New York ate them. I have been begging to hear that, and my brown-eyed brother finally put it in the machine. And just played it.
I have an honest question, and this may be.
I got to clean up the mess under the table here.
This may be this may be the most honest question that I've ever asked you.
Okay. The most honest?
Yes, and it's gonna.
I'm scared.
It's a topic you like. What is your absolute first note on this movie? So you love your notes.
Yeah.
We know you love your notes. So go to your notes. What is your absolute first note on this movie?
Mask music.
Mask music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, excluding credits, because that's not really a
Mine is the music is jarring, upsetting.
Well, see, we both refer to the music, and it is jarring. That's perfect description.
Well, and it's one of those things where the sound design in this movie.
Yeah.
How would you?
It's like an Atari video game, like you're playing Centipede or something, or one of those.
That's interesting.
Not Centipede. Any of those early '80s.
Yeah.
Where you would, ride your bike to the arcade.
So it has a tone of its own.
Yeah.
The movie. Because it's been strongly suggested, and I've done it, that this could be, if you want to be a cool hipster, a perfect movie to have on the background in your house when you're having a party
and you're drinking your PBRs.
Yeah.
You hipster, you.
Yeah,
you hipster.
Because
that's a PBR.
Again, I will say it earnestly again. This movie's fucking beautiful, and because it was shot under duress, and like Anne Carlisle lived in that apartment that they filmed most of it in, like the whole time.
Oh, okay.
That's why it felt lived in, because it was fucking lived in.
Yeah.
And everything, like I said, you can smell this movie, you can taste and touch this movie. It's
so the Reynolds wrap that she rolled out across the floor there. She must have just had that in the closet ready to go.
Well, oh yeah. I mean, you can only imagine how much that they used or just improvised with own clothes. What about that dance club? talk to me about your feelings. Did that bring back any feelings of your own?
Yeah, it's a place I
childhood?
would not have gone to.
You wouldn't have gone there?
No, I was not the flock of seagulls bunch. I was more like the hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
The hair bands, rock stuff than I was the.
Well, so we have to set.
They say punk, but to me, it's more like, like I
Yeah.
said, flock of seagulls, hairdos, and
Yeah. And they set a scene,
It's
a
like-
very New York scene.
I mean, it's very Andy Warholish in some of the stuff to me.
Yeah. I get it.
Just
It's and Anne Carlisle says that's just how she dressed. That was, she was a model, and but she just in the look of androgyny
and the makeup.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
and so the androgyny, that look was coming up, and it's referenced.
Well,
in some
David
of the
Bowie
music.
had already done it.
Yeah.
In the 70s. So, and it's who she references.
And
Yeah.
that's another really great line in the movie, but and that maybe just was her voice coming out,
Yeah.
and that's what's fun about this thing. Like,
so much
I
so
can't
she
take
played
my
both
eyes-
the
I
guy
can't-
and the girl.
Yeah. How long into the movie did it take for you to realize that she was playing both Margaret and Jimmy?
I was not sure.
I'm not sure
I got
either.
I at the end of the movie, when the movie was over, I checked the credits.
I have it
And
in my notes. Like, are they the same?
Yeah.
Is Margaret Jimmy? I have
Yeah.
it several times,
Yeah.
and then I'm finally like, it's got to be fucking her.
Yeah. The first time through, I was the same way, but I'm like, they look too much alike. It has to be. And then same thing.
So again, you
Yeah.
think about
You
the
can't tell.
logistics
You-
of how
you-
hard that is.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep, lauding this performance, because she's, and as Jimmy, it's this disinterested, just needs drug fiend.
But-
And that's a theme, I mean,
Yeah.
is this a movie that, makes you fawn for drugs, or do you look at this movie and go, this is a strong message against,
Just say no.
because it's mentioned that heroin is a conduit for the type of endorphins that this creature wants, a la I come in peace.
And I didn't realize Liquid Sky was a name for heroin.
Predates the movie, actually predates
Yeah.
the common calling of heroin, Liquid Sky. So this movie is the reason why
I
heroin
think
is
it
called Liquid
goes
Sky.
all the way back to Rooster Cogburn, the Jeff Bridges version. When he went to the opioids. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh, that one drowned. It just flailing about like Jason and sank to the bottom.
I didn't know how to get in there with you. I really didn't.
No, you like watching me flail.
Well,
you just
no, I don't.
he stands there on the boat with the O-ring in his hands and just stares with this sheep-eating grin.
That sounds sexual.
And then
sexual.
And then okay, here you go.
What you
Lifeline.
said sounded sexual. Oh,
Don't-
ring.
Well,
Is that a thing? You don't have.
yeah,
me
it's
on
like
this.
it's like a non-pregnancy thing. It's like a diaphragm.
Yeah. So the look and the feel of this movie, did it make you feel anything? In general,
Like I
were you
needed to
upset?
take acid.
Were you upset? Oh, well, would you call the narrative linear?
Yeah, but the editing had multiple things going on simultaneously,
Yeah.
but it was still linear.
I agree, and you can follow what's happening.
Like you got these heavy scenes going on, all of a sudden they just throw this airplane in. And then go back to the heavy scene, and they throw the airplane in, going a little farther, and you're like, "What the fuck is this all about?" And then Klaus Van Hooperpeisen.
another Hooperpeisen. I've never had Hooperpeisen. Is that like, you are from the Scandinavians, the whitest of the whites? What does Hooperpeisen taste like? And is it made of what kind of meat? Is it savory? There's got to be savory. Hooperpeisen?
When made properly in the old medieval way, it is a bit of cannibalistic. So you know,
grandma armpit hair.
You try to get the.
You have to put a little bit of grandma's armpit hair into
You try to get.
I
some,
get it.
Some backstrap in
Yeah.
there.
Well, the first bit of dialogue does not come in until about 4 minutes.
The white of. Did you say the white of the white? Whitest of. What did you say?
I don't know. We're gonna have to rewind.
Scandinavian, the whitest of the whitest of the white.
You've said it. It's well stated on this show. I believe you're proud of it, but you're not a proud boy.
What is going
You're a
on?
I don't know. You okay?
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
What do we need to do?
You
How do we get you back to center?
we pregame too much for
Oh,
me.
good.
You could probably hear it in the
Well, so the initial arc of the story is that you have competing models in a way in the form of Margaret and Jimmy. And Jimmy is the maybe more favored model, but that is what they do. Agreed?
Because he's a beautiful boy.
It's a beautiful, beautiful boy.
Beautiful
And she's
boy.
an ugly chicken.
With the C word used a lot. They
That
use
is-
it.
that
They
is.
do say it a lot. They're
Early.
not afraid to.
Early.
They're not afraid
I
to
know.
say it.
I didn't, I heard it a bunch in the roofing truck as a boy. So I was well ready by 82. But
Complaining
it's
about
not
the
for
wife or the
everybody.
girlfriend
It's
the
not
night
for
before.
everybody. No,
That's stupid.
not for everybody. But I've really come to enjoy the weirdness of the music and the way
Yeah.
the dialogue.
It'll grow on you if you just keep watching it.
There
and-
is fucking intense dialogue in this movie. There are scenes and
it's raunchy as fuck.
and I don't mean that necessarily, but some of the like Paula's, you could call them diatribes or just kind of free associations, like in the diner before she asks Margaret, like, let's just leave, let's just go. I mean, she really has a lot of like these are pages of
The tiny one, Adrian.
yeah. Adrian.
Okay.
Sorry,
Her,
Did I say
real
Paula?
name is
Sorry,
That's her real name,
Sorry,
right?
Adrian.
That's
Character
okay.
names. Adrian in her again.
I get confused easy.
As a character, she's bonkers. I mean, what is she wearing on her head? That is my question.
I don't know, but the scene in the cafe was very upsetting to me
Why?
when she was ad-libbing her mother's psychosis scene,
Mm.
and she does the whole Trinity thing and the whole lifting up her skirt thing, and I was just, we could have done without that.
She stands up on
Yeah,
the seat. And
It was awful, and you were probably like going, yeah.
That was an interesting sound. I'm going to have to analyze
Well,
it later.
remember,
but
because you sent me a text that you said you could listen to Heretic. You could listen to Hugh Grant.
go
explain
on,
religion
explain, yeah.
all day long.
I'm just fascinated that there may be people in real life who are having those conversations, and that was happening.
They do every day. You're one of them.
And
we have them.
But there's just a chaos of their lives. She's Adrian is performing that night, so Jimmy's like, I need drugs, and she's like, I can't think about tomorrow right now. I have to perform, and she goes on to perform.
He doesn't have any money.
And he
That's
doesn't.
why he couldn't get
And
the
he's
drugs.
like, I need, and is he doing modeling gigs for just in exchange for drugs? Because he's being financially supported by his mother.
He's just going day to day in the New York scene. And drugging out. And
Yeah.
because he's a beautiful boy,
Right.
he gets gigs.
In the first time that Margaret and Jimmy are getting together, he's looking for coke, and she says, let's go back to my place, which is, it becomes a little home base for you in the movie. If you need to root in this movie, maybe root in her apartment.
Yeah, the mask.
Yeah.
The mask with neon wrapped around it.
Narratively,
a big
it comes
circle
back
of neon.
genius. But
Yeah.
if you need to root visually in this movie,
Well, and it comes out, in the beginning where the alien does the whole ball of whatever I called it, ball of neon.
let's talk
little
about
energy ball.
the just do it.
energy ball in the mask.
Talk about the spaceship. Do it. Go ahead.
the spaceship the
Say what
size
you-
of a dinner plate,
There it is.
and we never see the aliens.
Oh my god.
And Von Kleisenhyper.
Maybe that's
There she is. Is this not the perfect movie for that line?
But the idea
'Cause we're in New York?
is it's so. How do you get over the flying saucer? It's clearly next to a milk crate and being dwarfed by it. It's clearly by a soda bottle
and a like a
I've
Jack
never,
Daniels or something, bottle of
it's so
whatever.
absurd. I
Right.
can't. And then this
I lo-
German man later says, "Here's your spaceship." No, we cannot just be doing his lines.
That's a
in
dead
German.
body.
But like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's the flying saucer.
Yeah.
Like there it is, and they're all like, "Yep."
Well,
And it's mentioned
there
that
were
it's
budget
tiny.
constraints, right? So why not make it
And again,
as absurd as this movie is?
he still has the prop, and it's
Who does? Slava?
yeah, and it's
Is that
it's-
his name? Slava?
And again, it's absurd. I mean, So, your level of suspension of disbelief when you personally saw that,
Yeah.
where were you at? Were you furious?
I didn't
or were
realize it
you-
was that tiny until they did the telescope thing, and she goes, "Couldn't that just be a child's toy?" And that made me laugh.
Yeah.
She had so many zingers. Like she was the dry
Again,
comedy through
brilliant.
the whole.
Absolutely brilliant. You're right. You're right.
Could like all this build up. He flies over from Germany, and he's been studying these things. He's an astrophysicist,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Couldn't that just be a child's toy?"
All I can think of was maybe for her on the set. I mean, I don't know anything about the man, Otto, and I mean, any disrespect, but if he was as dry,
He is like
it's so wonderfully.
he's like Obregon or how do I say
Rodrigo.
Yeah, he's like Rodrigo from a different country, thrust into the movie, and he's just giving it his all.
But you have to throw a little Schwarzenegger in there, do you not? His cadence and just did you have any like?
Well, Germany and Austria, I don't know if
No, I didn't mean. I don't
Too-
want to get into the particulars, Mr. Minutia.
Well, you're calling
But-
me Scandinavian
but-
just because I have blue
Oh,
eyes.
all right,
I don't have
yes.
blonde hair.
Defend your territory.
Yes,
But the idea of some of his delivery
Yeah.
again is maybe reminiscent of early Arnie, is what I'm getting at, and
he's hard to
it's
understand
his-
sometimes.
It's
yes.
when he pauses, I'm like, there it is. Well, what
Oh,
is,
for the
where is
love
he
of
doing
God,
it?
will you say it?
Where is he? His end.
Say it. Say
and
it.
then very slow. Oh my God!
Oh.
And I again,
Well, people say that about me because
It's
our
just
deliveries
delightful.
are very. You're Speedy Gonzalez, and I'm
well,
who's the guy that walks really slow?
Frankenstein.
No, I don't know. In the cartoon, my delivery is not your delivery unless speed wise, unless I've had
And that is a good
too many beers and I get talking fast.
a good reminder for me. But it's funny, Jess would walk through, as I'm watching it, and she's like, "This thing again," and then she'll stop, and then she'll stare at it. I don't know what that means, but there's something captivating
this
about
movie?
this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. This again?
Well, and it's I've not watched it a ton, but I had to refresh on it today, and
Well, yeah.
it's intense though. It does kind of maybe take some relief afterwards.
Well, you were saying like when this
hand relief. I don't know. You know what I mean?
didn't you say something like this is the greatest movie ever made? Of
I
all
believe
time?
it is. I do
Okay.
believe it is. I believe this. If you haven't
So
seen it, this
Of
is a
72,
gift to you.
just the 72 little movies that we've done, this is the greatest movie.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
This movie
Well,
is just
there
so
you go.
tremendous.
You must watch.
Yeah.
People. You
So-
must watch.
Do you feel like a lot of what's happening was improvised?
No, because there's many a scene where I feel like they're reading lines.
Yeah.
Because some of them aren't skilled actors
Yeah.
and they're feeding each other, but you can tell they're like just regurgitating the line they memorized.
right.
Yeah. It's hard to be Meryl Streep. It's hard to
Yeah.
be so natural that you don't even,
Right.
yeah.
And they're leaning towards a fashion show.
Yeah.
But getting back to Margaret and Jimmy, Margaret is the victim of violence so often through this movie, and this is why it's a hard watch
Yeah.
because she is just
Yeah.
nonstop.
She gets essayed what? 3 times? 4 times?
and hit a lot. One guy smacks her out so many times. And she, Jimmy is just
And shoves Quaaludes down, like,
yeah,
forcibly
Awful
holding her
fucking
mouth
behavior.
closed
Fucking
after
awful.
shoving pills down her throat,
so
screaming, swallow it.
it's like one of those things where I hate that is based on real life, and just her acting is just very, very good knowing it's both characters.
Yeah.
And they're both very unique and defined, and he's very maudlin and he's
Yeah.
very down, and he's
And the one thing I will say about how she changes her voice for each character, the guy's voice is still, effeminate, but you can hear
yeah.
it's like a female trying to put bass in her voice.
Right.
And make it raspy.
Yeah.
And I mean, like neither one of us were sure that it was the same person the first
Right.
time we watched it. So I think that's a good testimony.
So why the yuppie people? So I know Paul, the
Well,
scumbag,
the
and
art
then
scene?
like in the
Paul was a heroin addict
yeah,
with his wife.
and then the wife who is so mad at him because he won't go to the party.
Yeah, because he's all hungover.
But is what I realize is she becomes a murderer, which I think is fun.
Paul's wife?
No, Margaret. But he's along the way of figuring out her powers, essentially. But is he
doesn't murder require intent?
Yeah, but with the guy at the end, I think she intends for him to be murdered, because that's what happens to them. Anyway,
the guy at the end, you're losing me.
All right, well, we'll get there. It's at the end. I jumped over.
When we get to the end, you will tell me.
But anyway,
we are here.
He like the pursuit of drugs is a big deal, and she and Margaret is just
Well, Jimmy, that's all he wants
to her, and
will
she's
there be
just
drugs
a product,
there?
just a product.
Yeah,
and that's really. So, what did you think of Adrian's performance?
I don't know what to say about it. I knew you were going to ask me this, and the whole beatbox thing is what she called it, right? And the fake heartbeat with the microphone, I thought was hilarious.
I mean, I think wasn't she?
Well, that heartbeat was so slow that it was like boom, boom.
They
boom,
used
boom. I'm like she would be in the emergency room
to make some of the soundtrack. They used one of like the first early digital synthesizers and sampling machines.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she wasn't as a performance.
Well, think Tom Sawyer moving pictures.
Just ride with me on this. That she's not capturing her heartbeat live to record it, sample it, play it back, and then it's part of the track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so she only sampled one heartbeat and then played it slower back.
It's me and my rhythm box. But you know, I mean, so I think,
and I think that the word box has multiple meaning in this because she
doesn't
uses her.
So it's a performance tune. How would you cover it folk music style? Break it down. There's a bass guitar right here.
To me, it's like one of those. What do they call those poetry things? That poetry slam or poetry?
It comes off the rails when she starts hollering and you know, and everybody's
it was very Yoko Ono-ish.
Like
she starts howling,
and I love to see like
I didn't like it.
Look in the background. It's a rough tune. The some of the people you could see maybe who's tweaking because in the background some people are dancing like too hard. But she is really, really intense.
That's where the budget went. They passed out drugs to the audience so they would participate in the.
Yeah. And again, you were saying that Adrian is even mean when this guy Paul shows up and he's like got his hands on Margaret and she's like, she's an uptight wasp cunt from Connecticut. And you're like, holy shit. And she's straight out like, I got manners. But some of her, like, for those of you who want to start a kick-ass band, don't beat me to it. Like, there's samples forever in this.
Ryan's trying to write songs for the band.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the dialogue is so unique of this movie. Like, it's one of a kind, right? Like,
I think you've probably already designed the album cover, the debut album, Uptight Wasp.
Again, did we figure out what Adrian is wearing on her head?
It's an upside down.
Is it earmuffs? Is it backwards sleep mask? What the fuck is she doing?
It might be like a 1982 earmuff headband.
Jesus, it's backwards? I think it's backwards.
The other earmuff part might be behind her head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because she's got it turned to the side. Yeah.
Well, again, Margaret is being clearly shown as this conduit for no will of her own. And there's going to be a shoot later, so this is on the horizon. That
to her credit, she does
her space. Yeah,
she always does try to say no, don't do that. But that's as much force as they get.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah,
that's hard to.
But it's over and over again.
Yeah. And the first time that she realizes she has no idea there's an alien presence, but that she realizes a connectivity to sexual activity with her is dangerous is with the acting coach. So sorry, Bob.
Yeah. All right. Please help me because I have no idea. And I want to know from you what the crystal sticking out the back, the Superman crystal
from the
ice thingy.
Weird to be weird, man.
where that comes, because when she pulls it out of his head, it's just like when Superman pulls it out when he's in the Fortress of Solitude in the 1976. And he pulls that one out. It looks just like that. And I'm like,
that's great.
What is going on?
That's really, really cool.
But what does that have to do with anything?
I didn't see anything. I don't, and I may have missed it.
I didn't catch it either. So
like,
I don't.
No. Like looking at some of the behind the scenes to answer the question, I think it was just a way to create a visual effect that represented that particular action.
The fact that he was killed.
But did we meet the professor when he meets with the German guy ahead of it?
Mm-hmm.
When the German guy,
we didn't talk about that, but it's when he first lands.
Yeah, Johann lands, and he creates his base of operations.
I keep Klaus.
What's in his satchel again? He's got his old timey gym bag.
He's got two bags. One of them is like a telescope. Like he knew he was going to have to use a telescope because the alien's the size of a dinner plate, and he has to be far. And it's got this.
He's on the Empire State Building.
It's got a crosshairs on it. And it goes beep, beep. It's like got a homing device tuned into a dinner plate size alien spaceship.
Which he's studying.
He is quite the German astrophysicist.
Phenomena around around the country.
So much studying. So that he won't have sex with a cougar in heat.
This guy, she is rejecting her advances
over and over again,
slopping her genitals on his face by the end of this movie. And he's like, says, "Excuse me,
what about multiple orgasms?" You know,
and the tee-ups are there, and this guy, oh, you're right. It should be comedy, and then a little sci-fi thriller.
Well. She delivers her lines
she is
so
great.
well.
It's really
She's
funny.
Amazing. Yeah.
And she becomes more drunk and like disrobed.
Yeah. Well, she meets the guy in the hallway.
Yeah.
And invites him in for dinner. Well,
and she's had, this probably disappointing lunch with her son, who is Jimmy, which we talked about.
And she had to write him a check.
And so, vulnerable position to be in, but clearly not getting any action. And he is as dry as could be and very charming, clearly.
Well, she gives her character away at lunch as well when she changes the subject because he's just asking for money, whatever. Right, and then she's like, remember that time we were over at this party and stuff and the girls there said I was your sister? Yeah. So she's clearly going through this midlife.
That's a good pickup.
Identity issue. And then that leads right into her like trying to jump into bed with Klaus
Solid Gold.
Van Hoosier Miser.
Yeah, and the progression of I want to see a side movie on there.
Oh, that character, I could have had her own movie.
And side note, it has
her
to
own
be,
TV
it
series. It
has to be sci-fi. How about the two ladies at the end? Yeah, never mind. We'll get there.
Okay. Here's one before I forget it.
Yeah.
We've got a cat fight in this movie, but guess what we also have? A cat fight and a scissor fight.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ooh,
well, the scissor is a scissor fight. That's true.
Well, it's an aggressive
because I wrote 2 Days in the Valley.
It's
we have
an aggressive scissoring.
Yeah, it is.
So
non-consensual.
How many movies do we have? Two, and they're two separate scenes.
We're gonna reanalyze the show and come back to you refreshed.
Call it non-consensual.
Back refreshed.
Obscure, anyway, just plain weird.
And
I like that.
The idea that she is being consistently abused is kind of reaffirmed by the professor after the professor is regaled by this German's account of aliens taking orgasms. They're killing people. They're killing them with their orgasms.
You're nailing it.
Please. What the?
Zeta dolphins.
The heroine. Anyway, so we get his slideshow, which is great. And
I like when he pulled up the screen because it was so vintage. He pulls it from the bottom
metal box.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you're in. It's a nice time capsule movie, you know, because obviously it is.
Please,
it's 82.
Please, listeners, do watch the scene, and please email us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com and let us know who is the worst actor in that scene. So Margaret goes to the apartment of the professor and is there. No, he's at her place.
Yeah.
And
Literally.
and
Because of the budget, right?
is
It was her
the
room.
end goal for them to be having intercourse? I mean, like, because
Yeah. For him, because she says she says acting coach, we mostly just have sex.
yeah. So that's right. It's
and
a
he's
regular
like
thing.
40 something and she's 20 something, you know. It's really gross.
It's really gross.
But she's got the
and please don't
wild
disrespect
flock
him.
of seagull hair, and he's like Mr. Straightforward and says, "I like you in jeans and a turtleneck."
Yeah.
And she's wearing this
You look
crazy.
like a hooker. And she has a great line about, hooker having her own her independence, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Hey, that
true.
sounds
I don't
familiar.
think that's true either. Unless you're
We're a little independent,
your
so are
own.
we a little hookerish?
on your own on the streets.
I would say we're hookerish, wouldn't you?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Well,
I love you. I love you. We're hookers.
That was a
feel
pretty
like
good
it.
connect. Hookers are, at least they're independent. We're a little independent.
Yeah.
It all kind of flows.
I'd say we're
together.
more like
Yeah,
we're a couple of
I think
and,
so.
and we like to gab.
Yeah, we just go on and on, don't we?
That's true. And it proves
at your
that
notes.
these aren't the right things to do. These aren't the right things to do.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Nancy said so. Well, Nancy.
Maybe we pose this scene in a question. Again, she has intercourse as she does with this.
Everyone.
I say it loosely, gentleman. And has many times, and clearly she has not, or at least in the vicinity of this particular
maybe
craft.
That's how he takes payment for the lessons that he doesn't
That
give.
could be. That could be.
You don't give the lesson, but you take the payment.
It's
and
whatever
sex.
you do, don't act like he does. And
when you're
so-
45 or 30, whatever.
he comes to climax as you did in the 80s as men, and then. And then he has a like crystal skull, like you said.
When men were men and had orgasms.
Take
me back to the
and
80s.
where they pleased and he ends up with a crystal skull in his head, like you said.
Yeah.
Or a
And
crystal spike in his head.
When she pulls it out, I saw the Superman scene.
Yeah.
It just was weird.
And Adrian arrives on this scene and is very overly fascinated. And her song that she brings up when she just starts to like slap her leg.
Her eulogy.
Wow, right?
That was technically a eulogy
magic.
to the dead.
That was magic.
Dead
And
guy
that
standing
was
there.
a diss track if I've ever heard one. It was not
You think
really,
that was improv?
It was not flat. No, a diss track.
What?
That was maybe meant to be funny to somebody else. But the idea that she's really slamming it. She's really slamming the guy.
I don't get it.
She's really slamming him. She's slamming him hard. You know what I mean?
Is this the scene where she sits on the guy's? She's always wanted to have sex with a dead guy,
Yeah.
and then instead of she doesn't have sex,
It's gross what she's doing. Everything she's doing, and it gets to be too much for
but
Margaret.
she stares right at Margaret while she's doing it.
This is a
no
really,
blinking.
Yeah, I mean, she is intense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We can agree. Adrian's intense. What does she need in her life? If you had quick diagnosis, what do you?
Well,
what like?
I
does she
can
need
tell
more
you
breathing?
who is her niece, maybe
in the world of our
daughter,
films?
granddaughter. No, Greta Thunberg born. Think about her and think about her. They're related somehow. Greta, the teenage environmentalist. You know who I'm talking about? The Swedish girl that's angry all the time and tiny.
I feel like this is not flattering. I don't know if I can be in the boat with you, buddy.
They remind me of each other.
Okay.
Her character in this and her anger and her intensity reminds me of that Swedish Greta chick.
That's very interesting.
I thought you were going to go with me on this, and you're just signing out.
Come on, boy.
Do it again.
I don't know if I can.
Saddle up,
Anyway.
Chuck boy. Come on.
Anyway.
All right.
We'll see if we have another show after this.
Todd's been replaced.
Nobody knows where I live, right?
Well,
They
saw her, and I'm like, that reminds me of that Greta chick.
Alluding to your fight, I wrote down 2 Days in the Valley when they have that knife fight.
The cat fight.
Because it's really, really interesting that, she's, this is a dead body. There's not a lot of care for, things. They put them in a box and they put them on the roof.
Keep them out of sight. Yeah. Drag them out on the roof.
And they're seen by our couple next door. And I love the fact that Johan...
That's a dead body.
Johan and so
he doesn't
it's a
go,
great
what?
line.
He doesn't say anything. The German guy.
No response.
He takes the telescope and adjusts it. Yeah. And then his line back is, that's a UFO.
Looks like 2 women killed men. That's a UFO. I mean, like, and then if you're her.
It's comedy. It's fucking comedy. I don't know,
Yeah.
what else to say. It's hilarious.
I don't know why I have the line written, do you have a laser gun in your pants?
Yeah. She says that to him.
She says that to him?
Yeah.
She is so horny.
Yeah, oh, my God.
She is so horny.
Yeah. Cougar and heat.
It's hilarious.
And the more he not ignores her, but the more he doesn't, pull out the laser gun, the more the worse she gets.
Yeah.
The harder she tries.
Well, like the idea that she's getting so wasted but still decides to order a heavy shrimp meal.
Everything is shrimp. Jumbo shrimp, tiny shrimp.
I mean, that was
and then
hilarious.
It becomes a euphemism for the sex, the shrimp. Yeah.
I know. That was very, very funny. I mean,
but she plays it all super straight. That's what made it so good.
Well, duty is more important than shrimps.
when you fly from Germany, Lufthausen.
Yeah. Well, so they're.
Did you see the Acme truck?
Yeah.
In the beginning, drive by it said big old Acme on
what
the
do
side.
You think that was about?
I don't know. It's just where.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah. The couple who are Paul and his lady at home.
Oh yeah, the heroine Paul, loser artist.
Are they? Oh right,
and she's putting on the fashion show.
Right.
At their house, and she's trying to get him to come out, play the husband, and mingle with people, and he's all fucking strung out, and you just go in.
Yeah.
But then he goes. Then he ends up going after our girl and attacking her.
And again, she
discovers
she's again ridding people like the worst.
Are we keeping track? So this is what 3 rapes now?
Yeah, and the coke guy from the beginning, like like there's a guy out on the dance floor who looking at what the good guy,
the coke guy was the first guy,
and he's the guy.
He was the Quaalude guy.
Murders at the end. He's the one who gets away. You know what I mean? Because the alien hadn't landed yet. So you have the
at
direct
first I thought that him and Paul were the same guy.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And the idea of Adrian coming in and out of your home on a daily basis, would you be comfortable with that, friend?
They live together there.
Oh,
is how I took it, because all her heroin is hid there. And that's her place too.
I think she's just coming in and out.
I think what's her name? Michael Michelle. What's her Margaret?
Margaret Jimmy.
I think Margaret is on the lease and responsible for the rent, but she lives there, and that's where she keeps her heroin.
Yeah.
It's the way I took it.
Yeah. And so she got rid of the junkie Paul. This is great. But people are not reacting to this as they should.
The photo shoot?
Yeah. Well, any of it. She isn't. It's like, bizarre.
Yeah.
And once she really finally finds a connection with the Indian, when does she start calling it the Indian? Because there is a parable to Cinderella. Like the director says that it is a Cinderella parallel, and her prince, because she has a beautiful speech about her prince, and he'll be a banker and it'll be boring. But that the alien is her prince.
Wow. I missed that. That wasn't behind the scenes.
Obscure.
Yeah.
It's obscure. I wouldn't look at this movie and be like, Cinderella. Kids, get in here.
Yeah.
What are you, 2, 8, 12? Guys, Liquid's got kids. Cinderella. No, I wouldn't do that. But like,
it's a family movie.
It's not a family movie. # not a family movie. Whew. It'll create hard discussions.
It will. They will be asking you questions you will not answer.
Yeah.
You will be very uncomfortable with.
This is where they invade her space for the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Adrian has come home with a raw chicken just prior, and they're doing stuff with.
Were they eating it raw?
I don't know what was going on
because they didn't have those rotisserie chickens in 1982.
Right. It was a raw chicken.
There was no.
My note is raw chicken, hand onto bottle.
Yeah.
And then how long did the opiate speech take? But they get all these people who invade, and there's a journalist who I find really interesting.
Legs.
Yeah, and this character who's prodding at Margaret again, another like beatdown of her.
Well, she says and she's Adrian's Margaret's girlfriend, right? So she says to her, she's got longer legs than you.
Yeah,
this girl is physically and mentally abused from the get go,
from Jump.
Yeah, from Jump Street,
from 23.
Is there a 23 now?
Not yet, but maybe I was trying to
it's in the works.
It. Yeah, I liked those movies.
Did you? Okay,
I'm in. The photo shoot looks insane. Cocaine everywhere, and they start talking about this narrative about like they're both Miss America, but Jimmy's more, and the acting. Anne Carlisle's acting as Jimmy in this scene. And a lot of these scenes are long. Like we're skipping a lot of detail, and probably for your best interest, but there's a lot of weird shots and a lot of disturbing music, and it's just fucking weird in the best way.
And there's a bunch of other
brain.
Models as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all doing this. When she does those fucking dances, like with the duck wings and
it's
the
so
goose
weird.
Oh my god!
In the opening
nuts.
with the first in the first few minutes of the movie, she's on a date with Jimmy or whatever in her apartment. She's just. That's what you did.
On a date in her apartment.
But that's all you had. You had no TV.
35 years pre-Netflix.
You had the flock of seagulls your way.
This was how they Netflix and chill back in 82.
Swatch collection and look at my heroin and let's get our hair higher. You know what I mean? Fucking crazy.
You know what we never saw in this whole movie?
Oh.
Or did we? Hairspray.
What do you mean?
Did we see them using hairspray?
Oh, that'd be...
Because all their hair was all...
really... And a lot
up
was
in
going
the air
on.
and big. Did we ever see them use any Aquanet?
Probably.
I don't remember seeing it.
I think from a technical standpoint, they used that apartment really well, and there was really clever scenes where the camera was out outside of the place the whole time, and they zoom in or either zoom out. In this party, this party atmosphere of the photo shoot is wild, and there's just lookers and hangers on and people making comments, and quite frankly it's fucking brutal. It sounds awful, and I'm sure it's reflective of what it's really like.
Yeah.
And then it ends up with this escalation of them like, we're gonna one up it, and then you're gonna end up fucking each other, and then again, and then Adrian is like, you don't have the guts to do it, and it pardon it, but it climaxes in this half moon circle of people around them and making her go down on him. And he keeps saying, Jimmy's like, nope, no, don't wanna. And it's really a really surrealistic moment. They put a mirror up in front of him, and it's probably, I can't articulate,
So she even gets raped in her male form.
There you go. You did it. You made us classier.
Thank you. In what movie?
That's such a hard thing to watch.
What movie in this planet does the actor play both the guy and the girl being forced to go down on somebody else? No, she's not forced. He's forced to
receive it.
Thank you.
You're a beautiful boy or a beautiful boy.
Yeah. The whole crowd, it's like a whole.
Yeah. And Margaret doesn't have power in this because she's, it's unbelievable.
She's a dish rag pretty much through this whole thing.
It's so insane. And then, maybe at that point there's been so many drugs.
And then he died.
Jimmy disappears.
Yeah.
And they're all like, that's weird.
Well, they
react. But
it graduates from the crystal in the back of the head to them just disappearing.
Yeah.
Because they do that when she asks them to get rid of the body.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know. She doesn't even see the UFO. She's staring at the Empire State Building. And she's like, "You did it for me." When it first makes that body disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So they do the crystal on the first two bodies. I was kind of enthralled with the crystal.
Yeah.
The crystal thing.
I get it.
I was like trying to figure it out. Anyway.
And
then now the bodies just disappear as soon as they have orgasm. It's like, brrr.
Yeah. And when,
the finest 1982 effects you can get.
Well, a lot goes to makeup and a lot goes to set design. And
in
again,
Aquanet.
I'm enthralled with the makeup and the look of this movie. I would do like a themed Halloween party this year and like, fuck you. If you're not dressed as Liquid Sky, you're the fuck out of my house. Goodbye.
And you need to rent a space.
You could be a paper plate as the flying saucer. I don't give a fuck. With a little bottle of Jack.
Who would you be? Who would you be at the Halloween party?
Good question.
Who would I be?
Who's your favorite character? Yeah, this is tough. I may have to answer later. Moving
you can't be any of the guys because they're all awful.
Little takeaway for everybody there.
Yeah.
The idea that Adrienne is so defiant in this, and she, a lot of it, she plays second fiddle, I guess. Like her music career. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. It isn't taken off. Her heartbeat, and the box thing is super clever, but it's not catchy.
Yeah, and that is a stretch calling it music.
That's mean. Todd.
What would Mozart say? What would Beethoven say?
I'm ashamed. You're a musician. Your mind is open. You can put a sick bass riff to any fucking thing. In my opinion.
Settle up, Chuck. Come on, boy.
Anything.
Well,
you're a go.
I can do a bass riff to the rhythm in the background. Yes, but not what the shit she was doing over top.
So finally, this thing comes to a fever pitch when Adrienne, she's defiant in the face of improbable death, improbable nothingness of being.
Yeah.
And what do they whip up about $300? She says to have sex with Margaret in front of everybody, forcibly again.
Yeah, this is so there was the photo shoot earlier. Now this is the party on the roof. We're getting towards the right where they all get together and are having this party on the roof. And
I feel like all of that is just extended. I don't know if they ever
there was
there was
because,
was it?
They did name them two different things.
Yeah.
So one was a photo shoot, and then the other one was like later. Let's go over to Margaret's roof.
And in between, you have this great stuff with Johann. And this lady just icing out a nice
Johann
lady.
Sebastian Bach. That's as German as it gets. I'm trying to remember his name. I keep wanting to call him Klaus. Is that from that's from the 80s?
I don't even know what Klaus, the singer of the Scorpions.
No,
I'll give you that one.
Okay, but what about Bruce Willis's nemesis in the first Die Hard? What was his name? Wasn't it Klaus? Right?
Hans Gruber?
Hans, fuck.
What is happening? Now we have to end the show.
Hans.
You did it now, boy.
I feel like an idiot.
God.
He's like, I don't know, Hans. I can hear him saying it. Hans.
This is upsetting.
I'm sorry.
If brains were virtue, you'd have a clean case.
There it is. Oh, finally.
All right.
Woo!
I'm so sorry that anybody had to go through the Klaus debacle.
All right,
Klaus
so Klaus with the Scorpions. I'm Klaus with the Scorpions.
It's more fun because it's Johann. And everybody's like, I wouldn't pay. I don't think it's worth seeing you guys have sex for $300. And she gets so mad. And in the most...
When is she happy? Name me one time Adrienne's happy.
The scene in the diner where she fancies leaving. Like she's
We're going to Berlin,
just
baby.
Like just in a moment.
How ironic!
So close.
How's that in the writing where Klaus flies in from Berlin or Johann, and then she's.
Do I have to turn this podcast around?
She's wanting to.
Do I have to pull this podcast over and turn around?
Turn the beat around.
Turn around.
It's his fault because his being you, brown-eyed,
victim
girl.
Shaming. That's terrible.
No, we pre-gamed too long before this podcast, so I'm
Cheers.
too tipsy to make any sense.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
You know what? That's why we love you. That's why we listen.
Hans and Franz.
In between all of
had
this,
to pump
you get all
you
that.
up.
And Adrian does some pumping of her own, and she literally, comes to climax and disappears in front of these people.
Right. Even though she tells her she's going to die.
I am not going to die. No, I'm never going to die, she says.
Yeah.
And again, there's a lot of just...
You can't kill me.
I don't know. Like, she's mesmerizing. That actress is so good in this, and it's just singularly unique. Who else could have done this?
She's so...
I don't know.
It's her intenseness.
And the behind the scenes stuff and the practices.
Oh, really?
Just as bonkers. Like,
you got to see the rehearsals?
There's the rehearsals and outtake and like the dancing. There's
I would love to see. All right, buy the Blu-ray, everyone.
It's like full commitment. That's
Liquid Sky Blu-ray.
On the show, I love that, like, full commitment. If you're gonna do it, and to know that they just got shots when they could, and
you notice that was her last movie too.
Yeah.
After that, she was like, "Okay, I can't go there anymore. I'm gonna go be a mom."
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do after this? In the carpool?
Yeah.
You were that aggressive scissoring lady in that one movie. I didn't care for that.
That's so heroin.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
For
How do you go to the PTA meetings when somebody walks in with Liquid Sky and points at her?
Yeah, that scissoring made me upset. That was aggressive, and I didn't like it. Abrasive. It looked abrasive. It felt bad.
When you sat on that dead man's face and started humping back and forth.
If you took from like this moment forward to the end of the movie, if you wanted to like really let your drugs kick in, no.
Okay. Sorry.
Because when Anne Carlisle begins this journey towards the end of the movie in ultimate bliss.
That would be Margaret.
She starts to do the face painting, the dark face painting gag, I would call it.
Oh, with the dark light on.
She begins this very long monologue.
That was fucking crazy, though. Because it's live. It's like no effects. They're really doing the dark light and putting on that makeup.
Super fucking cool.
Yeah. It was nuts,
and
though.
she has the story about
she's going nuts.
Meeting her prince.
Everybody's dead.
Right? Yeah. Meeting her prince. And now she knows that she has this ability. And about meeting him.
So the 3-inch tall alien is her prince?
And he'll get me jobs. And then and you need to be nice. That's a big takeaway. I wrote it down a bunch. She's like, be nice, right? And it's really amazing. And she does this black light makeup thing.
Yeah.
And then you get to see it in full light as they go out to hit the clubs. Is that what you do after everybody dies? You hit the clubs.
Does she? Well, where's the dancing with the strobe light dancing on the roof? Like that's the final scene.
That's it. But before that,
she goes back to the club because there's nobody left.
Yeah.
Well, she puts on the makeup. She's by herself.
Yeah, but like
because everybody's dead.
Well, like
at least her friends. I mean,
like the people who held her down.
All her rapists are dead.
She went down to the downstairs club, and then they went like further clubbing.
Yeah. But everybody that raped her died.
Everybody, but
I just realized that.
But now she goes intentionally, and they go clubbing. She finds the coke guy from the beginning
because she says this sea can kill.
We're going for it, and I'm going to give you the ride of your life. And he disappears into Deadsville.
So that's
He's
where
like, slow down, you're too good, baby.
That's the official murder.
Yeah,
like you said at the beginning,
it's gonna be the fuck of your life, and he's like, all right.
Okay, so that officially shows intent. We do have all the elements for murder now.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
nice job.
They're all in place.
Yeah. And that sad realization when she's still, I think, having rational thought, and I forget who she's talking to. But when she realizes who asked her, like, did you ever have an orgasm? And she's like, oh, no. That's why. Because she's like, I didn't disappear.
Yeah.
Now, would she have disappeared? Because what ultimately, I believe, unites her with the ship may be the heroin she takes. And that is what, precipitates that. The
interpretation of the ending, I mean, we don't. I'd have to have the director tell me.
It would be another show.
Yeah. Or I just have... Does the director say it in the extras?
Well, I mean, she goes with the alien, with her prince. Like she rides off into the sunset. That's them riding off into the sunset together.
So the fucking strobe dance and then her disappearing.
And then bam. Like you could interpret it as she dies of heroin.
Or I interpreted it, this is going to sound crazy, but she was so infatuated with her fantasy of her prince. And then she's all high on the heroin. And then she's doing this wild, crazy dance with a strobe light on. Yeah. And she has an orgasm and then disappears like everybody else.
You know what? Well, yeah, I mean, she shoots up
what
heroin,
I thought.
Which, Johan is saying that, certain people, like the endorphins that are released into your brain with heroin. And that's the plot of I Come in Peace. Again, that's so he says it's stronger, and this alien likes the endorphins that are released in your brain during orgasm.
Stronger than heroin itself.
So it's this thing is what it is feeding off of negatively, I guess. Yeah. She has never come to a climax with these encounters. So she has not gone anywhere thus far.
Who stabbed Johan?
She does. She stabs him right in his back.
Yeah.
Johan finally.
And what's the cougar witnesses it through the telescope.
Yeah, he's had enough of these shenanigans and of her advances. She is literally naked and gyrating on his genitals. And he is like, excuse me, I have to go. And he goes across the way. And he close talks a lot. And he puts his hand on her. And he's like, you need to listen to me.
That's Adrian.
And
he's saying that to Adrian.
No, he's saying it to Margaret at the end.
Because she calls him okay. I'm at the scene.
Adrian is already.
Yeah. Because she thinks he's a cop in the scene where he tries to warn her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's out there. He's out there in the universe, like trying to right the wrongs.
Yeah.
And get out there in his way.
He's trying to save them.
But in a world that's so
he's
nuts
turning
already,
down probably the best sex of his life and the best shrimp of his life. Because I don't know how well they do shrimp in Hamburg.
The
Heidelberg.
They do in some of his best.
He's from Berlin, East or West Berlin. I forget. He says it in there.
Some of his best dialogue.
Because this is the wall's still up, right? The wall came down in 89. This is 82. So he's very specific to say he's on the good side.
That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Holy
Think
shit.
about that. There's still Germany is still divided by Russia and German. Wow.
It's a wild story, and you really fall in love with this director. Like, he has a smile on his face, and he has a movie in his heart.
He's living the dream.
Just
he's fulfilling.
It was the result of a bigger deal falling apart.
It's his Cinderella story.
But and he's and what a way to honor his wife by saying like, hey, that story that you have about this woman in this hypothetical future who can't reach orgasm. What if this is the thing in our movie?
I would be concerned as a husband his wife is writing a movie that she can't achieve orgasm. Just saying.
There's more about that may be less incriminating than you think, and I think it had to do with a novel.
It sounds pretty incriminating,
like a novel, but like he seems pretty secure.
Excuses
either way. Yeah, but the German Johan runs over and he's trying to explain to like, you're in danger. Like, this is what's going on with you, and you need to. And she's unhinged at this point. She's unhinged, and she wants to be one with this thing.
Yeah.
And she's
this strobe dance is fucking nuts.
And this may be a challenge in the movie. But like when she stabs him, it's almost like haphazardly, like,
it was like a weird slow motion. You know what it reminded me of?
What?
The stabbing in El Machina. No, how do you say
Machina?
Ex.
Oh, you know what? That's interesting.
How it just real slowly just slid right in like it was hot butter.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was the same way.
It was very It
was very non-aggressive.
Like, you got to just be out of my way because I've just done a butt full of heroin. Because that is the only other.
That's your new punk band.
Explain
butt full of heroin.
That goes. Check out the episode of The Mule, everybody. That's a great one if you like your butt full of anything. I'm on board. I'm on record.
That's why you're always around.
You need to have fun with your life.
Wow.
I think,
and that includes butt.
Yes, and
balls.
Stinky hairy butt.
Settle up, Chuck. Come on, boy.
You get it.
And then if you don't,
yeah. Well, so we do have a wonderful, I guess, I don't know, a coming together of two ladies who, if you take the story a little further, do forge quite a relationship, because you have Sylvia from across the way in her night clothes and loaded and like loaded on liquor right now,
and naked underneath.
And then Paul's soon to be bereaving ex-wife.
There's no body.
Widow. Yeah,
it's gonna be like
he's gone.
Good luck.
Okay.
Well, she would collect insurance on him anyway.
Newly freed, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And thank you for putting on that fashion show. They hilariously arrive at this building together, and they're like, I love the awkwardness of Sylvia gets there slightly ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm going into detail, but forgive me.
No, I love that.
She gets there right ahead, and she's like up, and there's urgency because she's literally just seen a man stabbed. Probably to death, right?
Her prince, her
yeah, and she is really horny and drunk.
Yeah.
And this other bitch shows up, and she's going to tell her what's what, because she says this.
Well, she does say, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I'm in a big rush. I need to get I don't give a shit what floor you're going to. Don't you press any buttons.
Right
you
here.
have to stay
We're not
wherever.
stopping.
And then she's like, that's where I'm going to, and kindly like after you. Yeah. Because she's looking for Adrian, because Adrian apparently is the bane of the existence.
But she's looking for her husband.
Yeah. And so she's like, I'm looking for Adrian in the penthouse. Sylvia's like, who the hell's that? And explains zero things.
Yeah.
I'm just going. Isn't that fascinating?
Well, she doesn't know anybody's names.
Yeah.
And she didn't see well, I mean, she wouldn't know that, maybe Margaret could be Adrian for all she knows, that stabbed her or stabbed her guy that she's trying to go save right now or get.
Good point.
Or she's trying to do a Clerks with her guy before it's too late.
But as this is happening, Margaret
Did you get that? Do I need to back up?
The Clerks thing?
She's trying to do a Clerks where.
Yeah.
And she says the best sex she ever had. I remember that whole scene.
Yeah, the dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't feel any acknowledgement from you, so I just felt I.
What would have been?
Do you appreciate me?
I'm gonna offline show you how to use AI and use this podcast as an indicator of how much I appreciate you.
Oh, nice.
It's well documented.
Give me the drum.
New York ate them.
Oh, that's why. Anyway,
you do love me.
So she is taking a whole buttload, as we just talked about, of heroin, which admittedly probably feels great, but has put her in this kind of meditative trance sort of dance.
What happens when
she's calling to this ship like, come out now, he's gone, I don't care anymore, and she is just kaplooey and disappears. Now these two ladies witness all of this. Your thoughts?
I'm kind of stuck on the butt full of heroin. Because then you talked about sex. What if they do it?
Put it in her
they
butt.
do it both.
It's a lot.
But like, go back to the mule. What if the guy, he's got a buttload of heroin, and then he gets, instead of Margaret, it's Jimmy that gets the advances from the guy in the race. So what happens when you have a buttload of heroin and the sex at the same time? I mean, where does that go?
You know, if I'm being honest.
Because it breaks open inside you.
It's bad, dude. You die.
You die a very painful death.
If we need to Sally into the minutia, she shoots up a whole lot of heroin into her arm.
Yes.
And she's ostensibly trying to release whatever chemical in the brain is attracting.
Okay.
Because she can't have an orgasm.
See, when you word it that way, I don't get stuck in the butt. So good. We can move forward.
That's, you know what? She okay, I will bear with you. She should have put it up her ass. And we should have seen the graphic detail
a needle.
Of it, but we didn't. At least a needle in the butt. We should have seen more butt. You see her butt in this movie. And she becomes one with the ship. These two ladies witness it, and they're just like, huh. And we don't
she just disappears. But,
but
your interpretation
and then the ship starts to rise.
And then it flies away. Like, so
metaphoric of it rising.
So Star Trek, beam me up.
It's
Margaret.
It's erection, you know. It's rising. It's sci-fi rection.
So the saucer-sized spaceship flying away symbolizes an erection.
Generally phallic, maybe.
Empire State Building is.
I'm sorry.
Which is overseen.
I apologize for it.
Empire State Building overlooks this whole scene, and she cries out to it like it's a idol.
It's really it's a
right.
It's a
early on,
movie.
yeah, and it's lit up at night.
Yeah,
and there are some sad scene. Well, not sad, but there's some very clear shots of the towers.
Yeah.
Also, which would have only been like 6 years old, didn't they? I think 76 is when the towers went up, roughly.
Right.
You know what you just did? You just did Alien.
Right.
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 How come every time you say something, you say right? Right.
I'd love to be Harry Dean Stanton in this life or another one.
Yeah. He God bless him.
Shout out to the Repo Man episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a million movies that he's been in.
Yeah.
But
one of his last movies, it was just like him by himself playing this lonely old guy.
And
you did it again.
He may have,
right.
He may hold the credit for like most credits.
Yeah.
In any movie that.
No, I thought what's her name's brother did.
I wonder.
Legs.
Yeah.
Again, the legs. Pretty Woman. What's her face? No. You just leave me hanging. I know you, Julia Roberts. Thank
you. Go. I'm helping me help you. Well, so the movie ends rather as abruptly, I think, as it starts in a way.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
Music. Yeah.
And then I didn't write down the last line. I just realized that. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't either, actually.
Okay, good.
Interesting.
I don't feel bad.
Let's maybe see if we could figure it.
Okay, well, it's the crazy music, and she's doing the strobe dance. So what happens right before that?
I wonder if it's like After You. The two
in the elevator?
And then that's it last. Because there may be no discernible lines.
Did she ever see Johan? Did she ever? I don't think she ever.
I assume they're like, well, fuck this guy.
They're still in the elevator. Oh, the two ladies have sex.
Maybe, they're shrimp, and she's like, it's been a hell of a day.
That's perfect. They have shrimp sex.
I don't know.
They have a shrimp orgy.
Anyway.
They just lay the food all over the floor and roll around in it. Yeah. That's what happens. 100%.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's one take.
They edited it. They filmed it. They took it out.
It didn't play well with the test audiences. Need to stop with just woman disappears in tiny spaceship.
Yeah, the angry scissoring rape was enough.
I loved this movie. I really, really did. I thought it was super fun. And have a couple of tidbits for you. According to an interview with Anne Carlisle, the movie was the most successful independent film of 1983, grossing $1.7 million at the box office.
No way.
So they put in 500,000, and so it, in its sense, become a bit of a cult classic. But I believe it's still a little underground. I mean, I had to search hard to maybe find it.
Think about that. How many movies have we done that we love and we're like, it grossed $8,000. It grossed $14,000.
Yeah.
Like insane amounts, insanely low amounts that wouldn't even have paid for film. Yeah. And then this movie, I mean, it had to go through the film festival circuit, right?
Yeah. I believe it won a couple of small awards.
And then get picked up by somebody and then shown in theaters.
But I thought interesting cinematography, Yuri Newman, cinematographer and special effects director. And they worked really closely with the production designer to create this cool look and vivid feel of the movie, although they had to use a lot of real places. But they're inspired by German Expressionism and Bertolt Brecht, visually. And at the time, punk wasn't super well known. You referenced punk before. And they wanted to create and feel a look for punk. So they're credited with a lot of, if you're into industrial music, that sampler, which was used in the soundtrack, really big deal. It was still kind of early.
Are there different, there's different punks, right? Punk music, because if this is punk, I think of Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Back in that time frame when I think of punk, or maybe the early Clash or something like that.
I think in it says the film was shot to make you feel the emotions of the characters expressed through powerful light, colors, contrast, composition, and movement.
Okay.
So it is a very moving, the styles are drastic and the angles are angular, and it's really, really kind of cool. Like the look is a big deal of it. I could see kind of getting obsessed with a little area of it and be like, I want a photo of that,
A lot of neon.
And then to create the unusual sounds, they used a digital sampling synthesizer known as the Fairlight CMI. And Brenda Hutchinson and Clive Smith were the music composers for the soundtrack. And they brought over 3 or 4 classical pieces that would be programmed into it like a computer. And every sound was programmed in with a code.
Okay.
So when composing, the director would tap a rhythm or hum a melody, and they would play around with ideas on this thing. So a lot of what you hear, these sounds, are just the director going, ha, ha, I guess, because, again, it's like jarring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, it is.
He rejected certain, asked for, retakes in some of the soundtrack because he's like, I like how it sounds flawed and strange.
I said a lot of it sounds like an old arcade game.
Yeah.
To me.
If you're wondering, so the representation of the alien is, we didn't really talk much about it, but this weird, I don't know, kind of wild, what do you call it? It's a kaleidoscope kind of look with multiple colors and a lava lamp effects and things like that. I
called it an energy ball.
Yeah, it's like I did the same.
Yeah.
So materials such as wind chimes, metal, glass, and wood were used to create the sounds of the alien creatures. And while composing, the composers never saw a visual of the film at all.
What?
No references.
How do you do that? You just take what you get.
Yeah.
No
Absolutely.
inspiration visually. Huh.
And
they at least saw the script, read the script, right?
Yeah, I would
think.
Maybe not.
Just go make up some music, dude.
And in a 2014 interview with the Owl, AWL, Slava Sukerman confirmed that he intended to make a sequel, Liquid Sky 2, with Anne Carlisle returning in the role of Margaret as a 2020 nothing. I haven't looked, but
I think that's
in the form
gone and past.
Well,
if you haven't done it by 2020, it is 82.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm in. And one interesting note. So do you ever look at the parent's guide on IMDb?
Need to check to see if there's boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not afraid to admit it under beer and
no, I get you. It's important, especially when you have kids. So the parent's guide for this.
Yeah.
I was very curious what it looked like, so I read through it.
Oh, I'm sure it says do not watch if you're under 18.
There's a lot of alarms. I'm going to read to you the wildest thing.
On the parent's guide.
On the parent's guide.
Please do.
2 women jokingly threatened to have sex with a rotisserie chicken.
And what did I say?
That's the wild
It was
one.
before 82 is before rotisserie because you said it was raw.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you don't normally.
I'm like, yeah, because I don't think they had rotisserie chickens then, so it had to be a raw.
Yeah,
I don't know what year that started coming out in the stores, but
you don't normally see that little nugget on the parents' guide. That stands out.
Yeah, they weren't able to do the time frame of the movie though. It's funny they called it that.
So
good stuff.
You have noticed that I haven't provided a clip. Maybe. I don't know.
I did because I watched you move the slide bar up, and then I see you prepping your phone. So I get excited because, and I didn't pick a clip, so I won.
I'm doing.
I nailed it because you didn't do a clip, and then we're done with the movie.
I'm going to throw a little curveball your way.
You're gonna play music.
I am. I'm gonna play a little bit of the soundtrack, and we're just gonna live with the soundtrack, and I'm gonna.
That is brilliant because we've been trying to describe it for 2 hours now, right?
And it's hard, like it's hard to even describe some of the but they're okay. I've done the hard work. I've lived the soundtrack for a little while.
Now
there's some themes that do emerge. like Margaret's apartment, a bit of a theme, and like the noises that you hear.
And I referenced, just for my choice, I did Tom Sawyer the Mini Moog.
Yeah.
With the 80s arcade games like Centipede and Galaga.
Yeah.
So those two kind of things mixed together was sort of what I'm hearing, I guess. I don't know. All right, everybody listen.
It's bizarre. So what I will say about the soundtrack is that excuse me, there are a couple of songs with words. Me and My Rhythm Box being one of them. And then wordplay. Wordplay is a really weird one.
Well, that was her as well. That was Adrian, yeah.
But just out of context, there's some really interesting stuff. So what you can do as a listener, what you can do as a treat to yourself at any time is the next gathering of people or a party you have, play this soundtrack as loud as you possibly can as everybody's arriving.
And eat Belgium chocolate and drink red wine.
Refuse to turn this soundtrack off. So I'm going to play a little smidgen of a song called Nightclub 2.
Okay.
And
second time they're in the nightclub. Go.
Feel it. Feel the vibration.
This is going to end up in a hip-hop song.
This is a good jam. Again, anybody clever, this soundtrack is gold. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? Boop, beep, bop, boop.
Yes, it's beautiful.
This is the director off camera, just like, this is what I see. Boop, beep, boop, deep.
Well, they're composing this without ever seeing the movie.
Yeah, but he was like...
Oh, singing the melody like...
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Yeah, okay. Me and My Rhythm Box.
Yeah. That's a banger. All right. We talked about the reviews a little bit earlier, and
and you
are you shocked to find that there's a lot of bad ones?
No, I can see it's easy for people to hate on a movie like this.
So is this one that you and I'm not saying you personally, you don't have to make a judgment, but you could see liking ironically as a good bad movie, or one to kind of, aside from how violent it is, in a way, it to be one of those bad it's good, or is it just you either get it or you don't?
It's not hard to celebrate the success of a movie getting made because there's so many elements and people and things that have to go in there, let alone the budgeting and financing and all that stuff.
Right.
Just to get the damn thing done and edited and complete is very difficult. And then hopefully it's your vision or better, because it always morphs.
So, well, since we're talking about, the
celebrate it.
The chief, I think, benefit of this movie or advantage, and the chief criticism could be that it's weird. You could argue that a lot of, and we talk about this a lot,
just plain weird.
Yeah.
So that we can tag us.
That's a great plug. And we talk about this a lot here, and personally, a lot of modern Nicolas Cage fare is just damn weird. A lot of his later movies are just really fucking bizarre and cool. And is this one of those movies that's like that, or is it just that it's a league of its own?
This thing's a league of its own.
Yeah, it is pretty unique. All right.
In my, from my point of view.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're here for.
I'm the only one in the room.
All right. All right. I picked, again, it's been a minute and I prepared for this a bit ago. So I'm going to be newly surprised by maybe some of the reviews here. But here's a bad one.
It's a fresh.
And it's 1 out of 10.
And that's only because they couldn't put
From
0.
IMDb. And the title is, Wow, How Whacked Out for You. I try to read these correctly.
Okay.
Wow, how whacked out for you need to be to watch this.
Yeah.
So that's how whacked out for you need to be.
And like my new, neon acid trip was what I read in the movie.
You know, I feel you.
So he
I
felt
feel
that.
You, I feel you. Yeah. Maybe not a good acid trip. I couldn't sleep this morning, so I dropped this movie in the VCR.
Dropped as an acid?
Dropped this movie in the VCR.
As you want to do in the 80s.
Yes, I even own it for some odd and unbelievable reason. If you managed to read the other reviews, you know the deal. It's a freaky movie. I think to truly enjoy this, one would need 800 milligrams of heroin, 2 kilos of cocaine, 10 ounces of weed, 15 hits of acid, 3 peyote buttons, 18 ecstasy pills, 20 bottles of gin.
Are you making this up?
8 grams of hash, 16 bottles of tequila, and to be whacked with a baseball bat to the side of the head, all while being awake for 21 days. Since I was sober, that caused a big problem. I was looking forward to something with a plot, even a bad one. This plot goes way beyond bad, and the acting, special effects, camera work, and everything else is equally as repulsive. Advice, an advance warning, remember to ask your local drug dealer to medicate you to the ultimate degree before you decide to freely watch this. The only way to understand this is to be sedated to where your mind and thoughts can believe that the little elf on the Lucky Charms cereal box is a brilliant god and has the answers to the universe in that box of cereal. Be prepared for atrocious dialogue and nasty hairstyles, costumes, and horrendous, irritating music played repetitively, not to release. If you survive all that, your eyes will have to overcome the overbearing use of neon and pastels. If I was in my 20s in the 80s, wow, what parties I would have gone to. There's no way. On another note, if you want to help somebody who has a bad drug addiction, make them watch this movie and tell them to make sense of it. It should convince them to convince drugs in all form.
Say no.
Not that I am against drugs, but if this were a real art film, I would not make that comment. If you can handle your drugs, then by all means go for it. But this is a good reason to quit if your best talent is making films of this caliber.
Poor Slava.
Yeah.
And then it somehow made $1.7 million.
Yeah.
In the 80s. That's like, who knows what that is now?
Yeah.
A lot.
I agree.
I'm shocked at that.
That's well read.
No, because of so many other movies that we've done had made so little.
Well, all right. So equally ardent fans of the film.
Yeah. You found one?
I found a 10 out of 10. Love it.
Thank you and good night.
Love it. Spoiler. I love this movie so much because I love the era it was in. 1981 to 82-ish. It was probably shot and filmed in 81 because it came out in 82. Yes, it's low budget, but it's a fun flick to watch. The outrageous storyline, the crappy, mediocre acting, and the costumes and colorful, different, crazy outfits were fun to look at. The club scenes were filmed in the Underground Club on 17th Street and Broadway in Manhattan. But the building is a Petco now, LOL. I was in that club, and it was a really big club with upstairs and downstairs. I think 3 or 4 bars and a great sound system at the time. There was a scene in the movie where they mentioned Quaaludes, which are totally banned these days in the U.S., and there are none around anymore, at least not the real ones with the methaqualone in them. I had the privilege of having them in 81, 82, and 83, and they are seriously one of a kind and nothing like it in the world. Picture feeling drunk without the hangover and without drinking. And the next day you wake up and all you have to do is take a couple of hits of weed and you're all looted out again. LOL. The only thing I wasn't down with those days was heroin. I loved my weed action, loads, and I loved my beer in those days, but no way heroin. But it's a fun movie to watch. They talk funny and weird in the movie, and it's just a trip to watch. 10 out of 10.
That was a nice side track about himself in his movie review.
Holy shit! Right?
Lewds were banned.
Was
They were
that
they were
fun? Just
banned.
really
They were
had,
illegal. It was
had a
illegal
journey there.
drug.
Like, and we don't endorse whatever I just said and all
In
that.
Fast
but
Times,
shit.
he does. People on Lewds should not drive.
I know. Man.
Same year.
Well, listen. I am truly transformed by this film. I'm
Transcended.
I'm so glad we've done it. I'm glad you've been here to discuss it with me.
I love dissecting your blind date in such harrowing detail.
Well done.
Hairless
I
pets.
love your wordplay, you cunning linguist.
Oh, lingus.
Bingo.
All right. So, Todd, I am glad we're back. And,
In the saddle.
it feels good to be back in the saddle. But,
Yeah,
until
it
the
does.
next time, you know what? Hey, Todd,
Yes, Brian.
we'll always have Monty Doro.
Who are those guys? You'll love it. It's just a little
Love it. It's just as like independent. You know what I mean? You're about to say.
You'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent. Okay.
We're tens. Yeah, we're two or
Yeah.
two. We're like you'll love it. It's just as little independent. Like it's just
Like I'm
a little
introducing a
independent.
movie to you.
Like you're about to.
Oh.
Yeah.